You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your host, Amanda Kinseth. And Cecil Chandler. If it's happening in the area, then it's on Carolina and Company Live.
Hello, welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It is Monday. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend.
Man, I had a great weekend. I was out at the car show all weekend at the Run to the Sun. Had a great show. We'll talk more about it in a little bit, but it was just a fun weekend. And yesterday they said rain was coming, but I never saw it.
You know what made the weekend so good? It was so nice outside.
Yeah.
What happened to today?
Well, Monday happens. That's what happens today. We have the clouds out there right now. We have a chilly northeasterly wind, but at least it looks pretty decent on your 2nd Avenue Pier camera. No clouds, not too much in the way of clouds, nothing in the way of rain at this point. We will see a better chance for rain as we go in toward daybreak tomorrow morning. Temperatures along the coastline are going to stay pretty close to where they are right now because of that 48-degree water temperature. Now, we will see the temperatures inland, which are in the mid to upper 40s, make it to at least the mid-50s. Along the coast, we'll max out in the low 50s at best, but certainly much cooler than what you had over the weekend. We'll still look for mostly sunny skies, then the clouds thicken up this evening and overnight. A few showers possible late. We will stay well above freezing tonight, though. It's still going to be a cold rain, though, that moves in during your Tuesday. Periodic rain showers, overcast skies, a breezy day in store for us as well. And it looks like the better chance for rain will be from mid-morning through early afternoon, pushing off to the east with this area of low pressure moving well off to our east. But nonetheless, looks like the wettest day of the week ahead will be tomorrow. Better chance for showers on Tuesday, slight chance on Friday and Saturday, but at least by the end of the week, we start to warm things back up. We're going to struggle to get to the low to mid-50s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And even on Wednesday and Thursday mornings, we are looking at temperatures at or below freezing for many of us. Ducking to see if Amanda's going to throw something at me for that one. 72 degrees, though, on Friday and Saturday. There you go, Amanda. At least that's for the inland areas. Upper 60s for the Grand Strand. It does look like a cold front will come through here this upcoming weekend, mostly on Saturday, but only a little dip in the temperatures by Sunday.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Good afternoon, Carolinas. I'm Crystal Costa. Here's what we're working on today. A major development in the search for the missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. Malaysia's Prime Minister says the plane plunged into a remote corner of the Indian Ocean. We're going to have those new details from today and what else investigators have determined. Plus, cursive writing, a bill advancing through the South Carolina House, would require that cursive be taught to all students by 5th grade. We're going to take a look at how that would affect your child. Those stories and much more tonight for your news at 6 o'clock.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. I tell you, it was a great weekend. I mean, the big deal was the annual Run to the Sun.
Oh, yeah, lots of cars in town.
Unbelievable. About 3,200 cars out there at the old indoor mall place right in the middle of Myrtle Beach. And these are just some of the cool cars you saw there. And the PD Street Riders put all this on and raised a lot of money for charities. And I bought something while I was there. I bought, there it is, a 1977 Blazer, and I'm talking about, boy, am I a redneck now. I can ride up down the street.
Congratulations to you.
But they raised a lot of money out there, and it was a great show. Everybody had a lot of fun, and then we had another car show yesterday at Denny's, and it's a great weekend for car shows.
So you got to take your new car to the car show?
No, I didn't. The guy was working on it, doing some stuff for me, little touch-up
the new wheels
stuff.
And stuff, right?
Yeah, I got all that.
I tell you, it's a nice little car.
Don't tell my wife I paid $1,500 for those either. And if you're watching, don't you tell her, because she doesn't watch. All right, today is Monday, March 24th, and this is National Spring Fever Week.
I've got it bad.
I know you do. And it's also National Family Day, so spend time with your family. Birthdays today, one of my favorite people. 1931, William Shatner. He's 83 years old. You remember him, Captain Kirk, Star Trek. It ran from 66 to 94. And he also did Sergeant T.J. Hooker, in case you remember. How about Boston Legal? He was on a lot of TV shows. 1952, Bob Costas. He is 62, the TV news and sports reporter. And 1976, Reese Witherspoon. Now, 2002, she's 38. 2002, Sweet Home Alabama. And she's also the actress who said to the policeman, "Do you know who I am?" What a stupid thing to ask the policeman.
But she apologized afterwards.
She did. Never asked that. All right, today in history, it was 1903. Niagara Falls runs out of water because of a drought.
Wow.
1903. 1934, the first Masters Golf Championship began in Augusta, Georgia. And in 1986, Hearts These Dreams single goes all the way to #1. All right, from Know It All Department. All right, since we're talking about the Masters starting, who won the first Masters golf tournament in Augusta, Georgia?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't. Horton Smith.
There he is, Horton Smith. He edged out Craig Smith for a 4-under 282. And Horton was known as the Missouri Rover. So there you go, golf fans. A little history for you from the Know It All Department. This is where you learn something every day.
Yes.
Me too.
Very important.
That's
facts.
from the Know It All Department.
All right, we have an outstanding show for you today. Lots to talk about, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back in just a minute.
I love the Y because it's an easy place to work out. It's totally comfortable. Staff is great. There's always plenty of equipment. Never have to wait. It just makes it an easy workout. Get in, get out, and on with the day. It's a great place to be.
Change your life with the YMCA.
Carolina and Company Live, it's a show for the community, about the community. We focus on events going on, local businesses, things that families can do together. And when I moved here, I not only fell in love with the beach, but the people here and the community. And I feel so privileged to be a part of a show like this, where we get to help the community and go out and meet them and just have fun with them and hopefully provide a fun show and an enjoyable show for them to watch.
There's no need to go to a tropical island to see what's swimming around in the ocean. At Ripley's Aquarium, right here in Myrtle Beach, you can explore fish of all kinds. Gaze into the 750,000-gallon shark tank as sharks swim all around. Get up close and personal with rays and horseshoe crabs. There are thousands of fish in every shape and size, from seahorses to clown triggerfish. Ripley's Aquarium is a fun and interactive way to learn more about the marine life, and it's right here at Broadway at the beach.
What is it with Ted Gregg? We love to have Ted on the show, always bringing something from the Civil War Museum right here in Myrtle Beach.
That's right. And Ted, it looks like a lot of stuff today. What in the world do we have here?
Well, I thought I'd show you sort of what it was like in the South at the onset of the war. People think about the firearms being a major part of a war, but there was a lot behind the scenes. You have to remember that the South was an agrarian area. There was no industry to speak of. What little was here was small, for instance, like the sewing machine factory in Richmond that was owned by Singer. South had one of the more predominant sewing factory programs going, and they began to produce and manufacture uniforms of their own. Flags at that time, 70 to 75% of all the flags used by both sides were sewn with the new and modern sewing machines, only been out for 5 years. But they took it one step further, and the ladies got into the picture because with the men gone, there was no one to oversee the production of food. There was no way to oversee production of material or whatever, so the ladies got involved, set up the factories, and the southern governments figured out, well, here's a way we can help. So they put together cottage industries, and the ladies developed circles where they polished things like belt buckles and shell sabots and that sort of thing, and made it work.
Wow. Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Women's suffrage.
You learn something all the time. Now, the museum is open how many days a week?
We're open 5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, and we open at 10 in the morning, close at 6 in the evening.
Tell them where you're located, right next to.
We're right 1 block south of Myrtle Beach Commons turnoff on 17 bypass.
With the indoor.
We have Myrtle Beach Indoor Shooting Range and the South Carolina Civil War Museum.
All right. Well, thanks for bringing all this stuff. Can I borrow that gun for a little while?
No, you cannot. No,
no,
don't give
Amanda
it to him.
said don't touch the gun. All right, Ted. Thanks a lot. Check it out. Myrtle Beach, right here at the South Carolina Civil War Museum if you want to know more about it. Set up tours, schools, everything.
Yeah, pretty amazing place. We've got more to come.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now we're going to talk about Relay for Life at the Pelicans Field right here in Myrtle Beach. It's all coming up opening day and Relay for Life.
That's right. It's a big deal. Everybody can get involved, and we've got Troy and Gandy here to talk a little bit about it. First of all, Relay, the walk, that's coming up April 11th.
April 11th at Broadway at the beach from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Coming up soon. Still time for people to get involved? Anybody can just show up, that's
yes,
for sure.
That's the main thing right now, is just come out and be there that night for the bands that we're going to have. We're going to have food, silent auctions, and then, of course, honoring the survivors as they take their lap.
Sure, and then another exciting thing coming up is Relay for Life Day at the Pelicans Field.
That's right. Sunday, April 6th, we're going to be playing the Salem Red Sox. Be a 3:05 game. Gates open up at 2, and you can get tickets through the American Cancer Society and support Relay for Life's fundraiser by getting some tickets to help them out.
And it's going to be a good game, too, opening day.
Opening weekend, yep.
That's
Opening
right.
festivities, April 3rd through the 6th. So opening weekend will conclude with the Relay for Life Day.
All right, any strong players this year? Look like they're going to move up?
We should have some good prospects, some ones that are moving up through the Rangers organization. So we should have a good, exciting team.
That's good. Now, Relay for Life, did y'all do this last year, the same thing? Or
It's every year.
Every
Typically we're in April for the Myrtle Beach Relay.
Right.
But this year with the game, which is really nice, every ticket that we sell through the American Cancer Society, $5 comes back to Relay. So if you want to purchase your tickets, you can contact the American Cancer Society office, because you have to get a voucher through us, and then you turn the voucher in at the ticket.
Okay, so you have to get it through you guys to count towards you.
To count, yeah. Don't call their box office. Don't come down to there. You have to go to the American Cancer Society at 48th and Grissom to get your ticket.
Okay, so you just go there and pick it up, pick up the voucher.
And it's $9, $5 comes back to us.
That is very good. Now, how much, do y'all know what y'all raised last year? Do you remember?
We just hit about $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's our goal again this year. This past weekend, Carolina Jam for Cancer up in Pirates Cove with Scott Mann, Wave 104. On Saturday, 6 bands all day long. We raised $3,800.
That's great.
Yeah, so it was a good event for that. So we're excited what we can do at the Pelicans. There'll be a 50-50 drawing there that day. We'll have a lot of things going on at the game.
Yeah, well, it's a good weekend to go. You know, it's a big family-friendly event. Go out there, catch the game, have some fun, and get the tickets through you guys.
That's right.
Through the American Cancer Society, yep.
Very nice.
Thanks,
Check it
guys.
out. Again, that's going on
Appreciate
April
it.
6th, Myrtle Beach Pelicans game. Stick with us. We've got more to come.
And now, coming up, the 5th annual Waccamaw Sports Senior Classic will be held at Coastal Carolina University on Friday, April 5th. Now, this is a cool event. A lot of old people like me get to play and run.
And we've got Bonnie and Don here. Tell us a little bit about it. What is this event?
Okay. Well, the senior sports game has been in Horry County for about 20 years, but about 5 years ago, we developed the Waccamaw Senior Sports Classic. It's modeled after the state senior games to facilitate both Horry, Georgetown, and Williamsburg County. And it's targeted towards seniors ages 50 and better to participate in activities for gold, silver, and bronze medals. And it has both activities for active seniors as well as seniors with limited mobility. And then it's held at Coastal Carolina University every year, and Professor Don Rocky and the students from the Sports and Recreation Management classes kind of help with the activities and the facilitation of it, as well as offer educational sessions geared towards seniors' health.
Nice.
All right. Now, Don, this event grows every year, doesn't it?
Sure does. I think we're up around 350 to 400 people come out to participate.
Very nice.
It's amazing to watch all these people when they come in to get pumped up, get ready to do it. And they've asked me again to MC it. I MC'd it last year. I can't believe they asked me again.
I think they should get you out there on the track running some laps.
You know, I have to work that day. But it's going to be a big event. Now, these people are from all over competing, these seniors. Is that right?
Yeah, Horry, Georgetown, and Williamsburg County.
Okay, so you got 3 counties.
3 counties. Mm-hmm.
What are some of the events that they do?
They do anything from track and field events with running and throwing events to fun ones like bocce ball, cornhole, horseshoes.
Nice.
So,
That's good. Now, the person, let me say, the seniors that qualify, they get to go into the state finals, right?
that is correct.
So that's pretty cool. You get the state qualify. I might do that.
You're
I
going
can
to do
qualify.
that? Well,
Yeah.
you could go play cornhole or something like that. That doesn't
I might could do
involve
that's not
too much
real physical, is it?
excursion. Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
you
real
can handle
physical.
that.
All right, now, how do y'all recruit all the seniors? How do y'all do that?
Different ways of marketing. Basically, we have all the rec departments partner together from all 3 counties, both city and county rec departments. Of course, we run ads to market the information for people that may not be connected to rec departments. Yeah. And also Counselor on Aging from Horry County and some of the other counties come in as groups as well, and they shuttle them in to help participate.
Is it too late to get involved for this year to compete?
No, you can actually register for only $6 up until April 2nd, and you can actually register on the day of the event.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do
you can go to our website, parksandrec.horrycounty.org, or you can call Kim Parker at 915-7871, and then she can get you registered. There's a form that you can print out and fill out and mail in with the fee.
All right,
Well,
or
thank
even
you.
show up early that day, too.
Absolutely.
All right, that's
Very
April
nice.
5th, Friday at the Coastal Carolina University.
April 4th.
April 4th.
Yes.
April 4th. And then, of course, people
April
can
4th.
go watch, too. Cheer 'em on.
Absolutely. Cheer them on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
nice. I like that, though. The bocce ball and the cornhole, too.
You could do that.
Spice it up a little
No,
bit.
she's more athletic. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking a little bit about legends. Ricky Nelson is in the building. And coming up at 1 o'clock, the Chew, 3 p.m., the Queen Latifah Show. Now, check out Dr. Oz at 5. Dr. Oz helps put an end to dieting for good as weight loss expert explains why staying skinny means throwing out diet products and books.
Tonight, 8 p.m., you don't want to miss it. Dancing with the Stars. The pairs take to the floor to perform a new style of the celebrities' choosing. Might be interesting.
In the morning at 9, Rachel Ray. She reveals the horrors of what could be concealed in some foods. You never know what's in them.
10 a.m., the Queen Latifah Show. And coming up at 12 o'clock noon, you've got Carolina and Company Live. We'll be right here back in the studio. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Legends. It's an amazing show. They've always got new people coming in, and they've got the new summer people in, and among them is Ricky Nelson.
Let me tell you, it's the only place you can go. They look and sound like the real stars, and there's no pantomiming. That's true. It's all live.
Yeah.
All right, we have a gentleman with us today, and let's see if y'all can recognize him. I'll tell you. Let's see. Poor Little Fool, Garden Party, just to name a few. Ricky Nelson, his real name, Scott Jordan. How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back. Great to be here.
It's good to be here. Now, I tell you, now, Ricky Nelson.
Yes, sir.
How did you get into Ricky Nelson?
When I was a kid, my grandfather used to pick me up from school every Friday.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was an Elvis fan, and he loved Ricky Nelson. So on the way to the house, he'd play some Ricky Nelson songs, and then we watch Ozzie and Harriet. So I just got into it at a very young age. I think I was about 7 years old the first time I heard a Ricky Nelson song.
Well, there's a lot of great songs. What's your favorite Ricky Nelson song? You got to have one.
I think it has to be Garden Party.
Garden Party.
Absolutely.
Great song,
Yeah.
great song. We got some video of you performing, too.
Okay, wonderful.
And we're going to look at a little bit of it right here and shows you in action at Legends. Here we go. There you go. You're doing Garden Party now.
There we go.
Pretty good.
Thank you. It's a great tune, great story behind it, too.
Now, you're originally from where?
From Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you're living where now?
I live in Orlando, Florida right now.
Orlando. You moved from the cold to the warm.
Exactly, with some time in between in Vegas there. We always migrate to Vegas, and all the tribute artists.
Well, that's good. The first Legends in concert I saw was in Vegas when we were out there, I don't know, 12 years ago. We
Yes,
did a
sir.
feature on it. But this is a lot of fun. You enjoy this type of entertainment?
I have a great time. This is now my 6th year with Legends in Concert. I'm hoping for 6 more great ones. So we're having a blast, man. We've been here for 30 years doing Legends. Started in Vegas. We've been in Myrtle Beach, I think, now for about 18. So we just keep rocking every night. It's a rock
now,
concert.
the lineup. Who you got for the lineup right now?
Well, Elvis and Blues Brothers are back, of course. We have Elton John, Aretha Franklin, and then Ricky Nelson. It stays like that till April 14th. Then April 14th, Michael Jackson comes back.
King of Pop.
And I grow the beard back in. I put the fedora on, and Justin Timberlake will come back to the show.
Oh, okay.
That's amazing.
Nice.
You do Ricky, you do Justin, you can do it all.
I try. You gotta keep going, man. You know, I gotta have something for everybody. So.
Did you ever think you'd be doing this?
I had no idea. I thought celebrity tribute artists were just Elvis's and Madonna's and Michael Jackson's. 6 years ago, when they approached me, I said, "You're gonna what with me? What am I gonna do?" It's just so much fun, man. I mean, just the fact I get to go on stage every day, perform for a living, sing the songs I loved singing as a kid. It's amazing.
What's it like to do the transformation? I mean, I've seen you do Justin Timberlake, and you look just like him, and then you do this complete transformation over
See,
Ricky
I always
Nelson.
used to brag to everybody that I could show up 10 minutes before the show and be Justin Timberlake. Just put the hat on and the suit. Now everybody's ribbing on me because I got to show up 45 minutes early, put the makeup on, get the wig on, get the hair done right. I mean, to do Ricky Nelson, it's a big transformation for me to do. Yeah.
And Garden Party, your favorite song, does have a big meaning to it. You know what the meanings of this?
Yes, sir. He did a show at Madison Square Garden.
That's right.
And it was a reunion show where a bunch of people from that era came and performed. And apparently he did not get the memo that they were supposed to dress and sing, you know, from the era that they were famous. So he sang a couple of the old songs, but then he started singing some of the newer rockabilly hits, and people started booing.
They said, "Who is that? Who is this?
He
What
walked
is
off
this?"
stage, and he wrote a great song, hit song.
Unbelievable song.
And that song, I see in the audience, everybody singing along with that one every night. Yeah, that one and Hello Mary Lou are the two that everybody seems to really get into.
Well, I tell you, Legends in Concert, every time we go, they look, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I enjoyed going and seeing, I think, Whitney Houston I saw the other week, about a month ago.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, it's always a great show. People, I mean, it's just so much
always something
fun.
for everyone. It's the best of the best. I mean, Legends is the pinnacle for tribute artists, and they keep bringing back fresh new talent to bring the people back in, and some of the same old faces that people love over the years keep coming through those doors. So we're just we're rocking it every night.
All right, I'm gonna put him on the point. Let's say, can you do a little garden party for me? Just a couple of verses.
Sure.
Right.
I went to a garden party to reminisce of my old friends, a chance to share old memories and play us songs again.
Oh yeah.
Nice,
That's good.
on the spot and
It's a great
everything.
song.
Just for
listen
you
to that.
guys.
You'll like it.
Absolutely, man.
Well, thank you so much for being with
My
us. We just
pleasure.
appreciate it. And,
When are show times?
We are every night at 8 o'clock, and then Tuesdays we have a 2 o'clock matinee.
Okay.
And we're on Tuesdays, and we're dark on Sundays. Yeah.
All right, that's for the old people that can't get out late like me. They have a 2 o'clock show.
Yeah.
You know, we've been having some pretty rowdy crowds on Tuesdays.
Rowdy?
Yeah, the buses are coming in, and they're ready to party.
Well, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll see you right here tomorrow. Have a great day.
In Myrtle Beach, you're